The Dunedin Multi-Ethnic Council has a new leader. Paul Gourlie has just been elected as the organisation's president, and he joins us to talk about its future. Good evening.
Good.
Congratulations on the appointment.
Thank you.
What is the Multi-Ethnic Council?
It's made up of, as it says, all the different ethnicities that we have here in Dunedin. So starting with tangata whenua all the way through to who we have today, there's about 90 different countries represented, and they have become New Zealanders.
How long has it been going?
About 21 years, I think.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. And what are its aims?
Its aims are to help people integrate rather than be assimilated, and to show them how New Zealand culture runs and give them a sense that they have a place here now and that they're a valued member of the community.
Tell us about Dunedin's ethnic mix.
Varied and wide, and it's as vast as 90, so you can imagine it's every colour, creed, shape, size, and so it brings a new rich blend to us, but many of them appear to disappear, so that's one of the reasons the work the council does, is to make sure that they feel comfortable inside the community. And
when you say appear to disappear, what do you mean?
I think that because the numbers are few, in Auckland you'll find large groups living together, and here they're inclined to be the neighbour, and so a few of us might know somebody who's from an interesting country, but people in the next street may not. So really that's about how, that's.
Is the city becoming more multicultural?
Hugely. And I think we see that all the time, don't we? There was a time when we could have walked down George Street and imagined that we were going to go to bookstops, and now we can go to a variety of restaurants, and that changes constantly with more different foods coming in and more music, more sound. Having just been to our football, and all of those international teams actually had locals that came out and supported them.
Why do you think that is?
New Zealand is incredibly appealing. To the rest of the world, it looks like it is obviously safe. It has a sense of feeling safe. It's welcoming, and Dunedin in particular doesn't have the problems that big cities have. And I think that with our work ethic, the sense that there's a future here, an opportunity to create things, and obviously also the education institutes.
What's of concern to foreigners living here?
How do they fit in? Can they be a valued member of the community? Can they find work? Actually, it's pretty similar to most local New Zealanders already. So really they want to know how they can be valued.
Now let's talk about your role. How do you want to make a difference?
Being typically a New Zealander, we like to be able to host people. So I think the biggest difference that we can make, and I can be part of, is actually finding ways to celebrate our ethnicity. And so we've taken that as approach that it's like siblings. So we see tangata whenua as the older sisters and brothers. And as new people come in, rather than saying, well, you've only arrived and I've been here 7 generations, so I'm more important than you, how to integrate ourselves, and that'll be my work.
Is there enough local support for ethnic residents?
Yeah, it's great. That's great. And I think that's one of the things that word is out, and that's why we see, I read in the paper that our population is going up and down and all the rest of it, but there's definitely a move to come here. And it's not just our appealing weather.
You say in jest. What more do you think can be done to integrate the community?
I think education. I think that we need to take on board that we have an opportunity to show the rest of the country how it can be done. We can model that really well. I think being aware and listening and encouraging these people to take leadership roles. So I see my role very much as starting to make myself redundant. I think there will be more capable people that will come forward and take it on. And I think we've, in some ways, just to go back to the previous question, we saw it if you think of who have already been prime ministers, mayors. We are important as that. But the mayor already has had a number of people from overseas who have taken on those roles.
Paul Gourlie, new president for Dunedin's Multi-Ethnic Council.
Rebecca.
Thanks for your time.
And your pleasure.